Hi there, this is Ike with LA SewerScope, and this video is an example of the SewerScope inspections we produce for our clients. This report was recorded at 123 Main Street in Los Angeles, California on December 4th, 2025. Our focus is the sewer lateral line, which runs from just outside the foundation of the home to the street where it terminates at the municipal connection. The goal is to verify that the pipe is intact and drains properly. We're checking for common defects such as grease buildup, blockages, root intrusion, cracks, and separated joints. For reference, this map shows the location of the sewer system cleanout access points and the connection to the city main in the street. Cleanout number 1 is located on the right side of the house as you're looking at it, near a storage shed and the water heater cabinet. Cleanout number 2 is also located on the right side of the house, in the front yard, near the brick walkway and hidden under a bush. Our entry point is cleanout number 1. The piping here is 4-inch ABS plastic. We've cleared the vertical stack and are now in the ABS sewer lateral line. I'm coming back here now to verify some grease deposits. This is very typical for any sewer system, and it's not affecting the drainage. Going forward, it's a good general practice to minimize putting heavy oils down the sink or disposal. This will help keep these transition points nice and clean. By the looks of it, this ABS piping most likely has been recently installed. The upgraded infrastructure is clean, properly sealed, and flowing well. This portion of the line is in excellent condition. There are no signs of debris, hardened scale deposits, major offsets, or standing water. ABS is considered to be the best material for sewer pipes today, if installed correctly. The smooth walls provide excellent flow. It can last 100 years, and it's flexible, which is a real advantage with all the seismic activity we have here in LA. Another major benefit of this modern system is how the sections are connected. Older clay pipes use a bell and spigot design, where one pipe slides into the other and the joint is sealed with mortar or cement. Over time, that mortar can crack or crumble, leaving gaps for roots to enter. ABS joints are solvent welded. This means the plastic is chemically fused together, creating one continuous watertight unit. We see a few cobwebs here. This is oddly enough a good sign. It tells us that this pipe has not had a raised water level due to a backup in quite a while. Otherwise, the water would have washed those delicate webs away. This indicates that this pipe has good water flow. Right here we have another well-bonded connection. At 40.5 feet, that opening above is the connection for cleanout number 2, the one we located in the front yard. This access point is in a good location for maintenance work of the lower lateral line. At the 44.5 foot mark, we have a material change. We are now transitioning from an ABS plastic line into VCP, or vitrified clay pipe. At 46 feet, we see the first signs of root intrusion entering at the joint of this connection. It seems that these roots have been here for quite a while. based on the length they've grown down the pipe from the last connection joint. Moving forward to 47.9 feet, we have another significant defect. This root mass hanging from the top of the pipe joint has created a mesh that can trap debris and cause blockages. Here, we see more roots entering through a joint connection. This entire line should be hydrojetted to clear these roots out, and then rescoped to check for any cracks that may be hiding underneath the roots, which we can't see until they're gone. At 51.9 feet, the material transitions again. We are now in older concrete pipe. We see some minor binding of toilet paper on the rough pitted surface. This is from what's called aggregate exposure, which happens as a result of the smooth cement interacting with the chemistry of the sewer environment over several decades. This chemical weathering process erodes the cement and leaves the small stones within it exposed. This pipe is probably between 60 to 70 years old and is quite common in well-established LA neighborhoods. There are thousands of these pipes active in the city today, older but still doing the job they were built to do, just like this one. The pipe walls are intact and this section seems functional. However, because debris and toilet paper may cling to the rough texture of the pipe, I'm going to recommend that we keep an eye on it as part of a routine maintenance schedule every 18 months or so to make sure that the system is working and that there are no blockages. A good tip to keep your pipes clear is to avoid putting paper towels, sanitary products, or so-called flushable wipes in the toilet. They can snag and stick to rough scale, which leads to blockages, dams, and backups. At 80.8 feet, we transition back to a short section of clay pipe. Here we have a slight offset that's catching a bit of debris. And we have a bit more debris here as well. At 83 feet, we reach the city saddle. This is a connection to the municipal sewer main, and that brings us to the end of this portion of our inspection. This sewer system has 2 ABS cleanouts. We gained entry to it via cleanout number 1, and we were able to scope the entire line with a total length of approximately 83 feet to the municipal connection. The sewer lateral system is structurally intact and functional, but it is compromised by the root intrusion in the clay piping from about 45 feet to 52 feet. In the older concrete section, aggregate exposure was noted. My recommendations. Step 1 is to perform a Hydrojet cleaning. This will cut out the roots and clear the debris dragging on the concrete. Step 2, immediately after cleaning, we need to rescope the line to verify that the roots were not hiding any fractures or breaks in the clay pipe wall. Provided the pipe is clear, step 3 is applying a chemical root inhibitor, like Root X, to lessen the chance that they will come back quickly. Next, Set up long-term monitoring every 18 months. This will let us track how fast the roots grow back and ensure the rough concrete is working properly and not holding major debris. Lastly, for the buyer's reference, we've location mapped the area of the root intrusion of the clay pipe run in the front yard. We've tracked the approximate length and depth of the pipe for any maintenance or landscaping work needed in the future. I'd advise not to plant any additional bushes or small trees in this location. Well, that will wrap things up for the video portion of this sewer scope investigation. For more detailed information on our findings and recommendations, please refer to the complete written report. And of course, we are always just a phone call, text, or email away if you should have any questions that we can help you with. This is Ike with LA Sewer Scope, and I truly want to thank you for choosing us to inspect your home. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks again.